a part of life, I guess. Just like dancing. We taught ballroom dancing all those years too. But skiing is an individual sport. It's not a group sport. It's an individual sport. It's up to the individual. He does what he wants to do, how he feels best doing it, and enjoying it. Well, in 1937, the Bremerton Ski Club and the Shelton Ski Club got together and decided to build a cabin at Flapjack Lakes, which is just north or south of Lake Cushman in the Olympic Mountains. And they did. They built a cabin up there, and it worked out pretty well. They figured on putting a road in at some point in time. But in the meantime, it was a national forest. In the meantime, 1937 or 38, a national park took it in, which meant there could be no road built. But there was a little ski area up above Flapjack Lakes, and sounded like it could work out pretty well if enough people get in to use it. But it didn't turn out that way. Then World War II came along. That curtailed any additional operations up there and development. We were all, there was a government shelter up above Port Angeles that we used to go to. And we were all, a group of us up there, and decided maybe we could build a cabin at Stevens Pass. And I thought it was a lot of talk, but it did develop. And we did build a cabin at Stevens Pass, which was quite an endeavor to complete. So in Bremerton, after World War II, they had a lot of housing project houses they tore down, and the Bremerton Ski Cruisers somehow got a lot of this lumber. It was all used lumber, of course, but they got work buddies together and they salvaged a lot of lumber. We took the first load of lumber up to Stevens Pass in 1947 and left it overnight, or over the year, and went up the next summer and started digging, and of course had to get a permit and buy the property, and or get a lease on the property, which they did. And we started clearing and working on the land itself, and preparing for a foundation for a building. The first building was a 50 by 20 building, 3 floors high. That is the main floor, the middle floor, and a little area in the peak of the building. They used all those areas until after World War II, or later on when the Forest Service decided they couldn't use that floor in the peak of the building because it was a fire trap. And we continued to work on the building and got it livable. It was just the outside sheathing was just tar paper and lath, shiplap, tar paper and lath, and we lived in it that way the first winter. And the next year, we did manage. I happened to be up at a work party, and two of us, we hauled all the sheathing for the outside of the building up in 2 loads in an old GI truck. And that was a long, long haul up there on an old GI truck. There was just 2 of us on the work party in that particular time. And it was Bill Drake, who was the president of the club. So he and I hauled all that lumber up there and stacked it with spacers so it wouldn't warp. That took the whole weekend to haul that up.